Hi, this is Deborah Brooks. I would like to talk today about types of adverbs and where they go in a sentence. We'll start with the frequency adverbs. The frequency adverbs include always, usually, sometimes, rarely, seldom, never, and some other words like generally, frequently, recently. There are some others. And where they go in the sentence is between the subject and the main verb, after the first auxiliary, between the subject and the main verb. So if we have just a simple sentence, we would write, she never smokes. She is the subject, the main verb smokes, and the adverb of frequency goes between the subject and the verb. If you have an auxiliary, like he has always loved you, he has always loved you, subject he, auxiliary has, frequency adverb always, main verb loved, object you. The frequency adverb goes between the auxiliary and the main verb. If the only verb you have is the verb be, the verb be thinks that it's an auxiliary. So sometimes it just goes in that place even when it's the only verb. They are usually at home. Goes after auxiliary, after be, before other main verbs. Be is the only one that acts like this. So those are frequency adverbs. Another type of adverb that goes in that same location in the sentence are called comment adverbs. Adverbs of comment just say something about how you feel about the sentence. So comment adverbs include bravely, certainly, clearly, cleverly, obviously, personally. So this is a comment the speaker is making on the sentence. So I could say, my son, subject, has, auxiliary, fallen. My son has fallen. But I want to make a comment on that, so I could say, this is obvious. My son has obviously fallen. If I say my sister, subject, is, auxiliary, working, my sister is working, but I want to make a comment that I think this is pretty sure that this is true, I can say my sister is surely working. If I say they, subject, are at school, they are at school, same thing with this be verb. So an auxiliary or be goes in this location. After the auxiliary, after be, if it's the only verb, they are certainly at school. So in this location, we have the frequency adverbs and the comment adverbs. After a first auxiliary, after the verb to be, before other main verbs. The next type of adverb I'd like to talk about are the adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner are how you do it. How do you do it? You walk quickly, you walk slowly, you talk to your grandmother politely. How do you do it? So these manner adverbs go after the subject, verb, and object. They can go before or after a prepositional phrase, but before other adverbs of time. So for example, I could say she, auxiliary doesn't, main verb do, object her homework, adverb of manner, carefully. She doesn't do her homework carefully. That goes there after the subject, verb, and object. We have the adverb of manner. I drive, oops, that doesn't go there. That's the main verb. I drive my car fast on the freeway. So that adverb of manner can go before the prepositional phrase. It can also go after the prepositional phrase. They answer my questions about their work politely. How they answer my questions about their work is politely. So these adverbs of manner can go before or after the prepositional phrase, but definitely after the subject, verb, and object. Let's do one more example. They have often gone to the store quickly. They have often gone to the store quickly. So we can have both an adverb of frequency in this location and an adverb of manner after the subject, verb, and object. The adverb of frequency goes between the subject and main verb. The adverb of manner goes after the subject, verb, and object. The last type of adverb I'd like to talk about today are the time adverbs that aren't frequency. So frequency are a type of time adverb, always, never, sometimes. But the other time words, today, tomorrow, yesterday, now, lately, every day, last week, next month, 3 days ago, all of those words go at the end of your clause. So for example, we could say he, main verb, studies, when? Every day. He studies every day. Every day are time words that go at the end of the clause. Let's put several of these together, and we have you are cleverly, this is my comment on you, writing object sentences from this website. Now, how are you doing that? As you're listening, you're writing them quickly and time right now. Well, I can have these adverbs of comment, manner, and time all in the same sentence. You don't have to choose between them, but they do need to go in those locations. As you've seen, you don't always have an auxiliary, you don't always have an object, you don't always have a prepositional phrase, but the pieces that you do have must go in this order.